Hi guys, I'm Mick Robinson, welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to be showing you how I take pictures for Instagram by myself. I've been doing modeling for about 4 or 5 years, and Instagram is kind of your secondary portfolio and resume, so it's really important to make sure it's up to par. Today I'm going to be showing you my process for not only taking the pictures, but editing them. Today not only am I going to show you my process for taking the pictures, but I'm also going to show you how I edit them. The first thing you're going to do is set up your camera and lighting. Considering most people have iPhones, the camera on your phone works perfectly fine. In fact, I prefer using my phone instead of my DSLR camera that I'm filming on right now to take pictures for Instagram. You're going to want to make sure that your pictures are well lit, and if you're interested, I have a link to a ring light in the description. It's not the exact one that I use, but it's very similar, and it's about $30. If you're using your phone, you're going to want to make sure that you have a phone grip. Make sure that you're using the front-facing camera instead of the exterior camera. That way you're able to see what you're doing while you're taking the pictures. This is where most people use the self-timer function. However, I choose to record instead. Since video is just a bunch of still images strung together, it's easy to pull still images from it. This isn't a video about poses, but I wanted to make sure that since you're using the recording function instead of taking pictures with a self-timer, I wanted to give you some pointers so that way it ends up looking nice. If you move too quickly, the camera won't be able to focus, so you need to make sure that you're moving slowly and being very deliberate. You also want to make sure that you're stopping when you get to the pose you're trying to get. Say I'm in this pose, and I want to move to this pose. Moving that quickly, the camera won't be able to find a still image. So, when I'm in this pose, I'm going to be moving very slowly, and then once I get to the second pose, I'm going to stop. That way the camera has a chance to focus on me, and the picture will come out clearer. Once you've done your entire recording, it should be about 1 to 2 minutes long. You're going to go into your camera roll, click on the video and pause it, slowly scrub through the timeline. If you get to a pose that's in focus, you're going to screenshot it. You're going to do that throughout the entire video. Scrub through the video slowly and screenshot each clear pose. Pictures, you're going to go through them and pick your favorite ones. Now it's time to edit them. Since I have a Photoshop subscription, I use Photoshop Express to get all of the features, but if you use VSCO, it's basically the same thing. Since I have a Photoshop subscription, I not only have an unlimited amount of presets that I can make, I also have access to all of their presets and filters. I also have access to all of the functions. And since I've had Photoshop Express for a while, I have some presets saved up. So when I go in to edit, I only have to crop my photos and then use a preset. Sometimes though when you use presets, pictures tend not to look exactly the same. For me it's the backgrounds. The shadow tends to be different. My presets have a lot of purple in them, so the background might end up being too purple compared to the other photos. So either I won't use that photo or I'll go into the individual functions and toggle the settings so that way I'm able to make it look like the rest of them. I also crop them into the standard Instagram square and then I'm done. Once I'm done, I select my favorite photos. This is usually about 3 to 5 of them. Since I have multiple pictures, I'll use the scroll feature when I post them to Instagram. And since you're scrolling towards the right, it makes sense to put your poses that are all on the left side first, then the center, and then the right. So it looks like you're moving with the scroll. Now you need to write your caption. It can either be informational or emotional. It should be about 1 to 3 paragraphs long. I wouldn't go past 3 paragraphs, but Instagram promotes posts with longer captions. However, you don't want to go rambling on about nothing. Your caption should relate to the image somehow. It should also match the mood of the photos. For example, if you're taking a bunch of sad photos in black and white, and you're doing all of these closed-off poses and these facial expressions that are so depressing, you're not going to go in the caption and write about how much you love summer and how it's amazing. It doesn't work. Juxtaposition only works with fashion. It does not work when it comes to describing a photo. You can't say photos that are obviously sad are happy photos, and vice versa. You're also going to want to use hashtags. There used to be a limit, I believe, of 15, but now you can use as many as you want. Use as many as you possibly can. But make sure they all relate to your photo. People tend to get annoyed when they're scrolling through a hashtag and find a picture that doesn't belong. And that's it. I prefer to take pictures by myself, so doing it this way is a lot easier than using self-timer. It also helps make sure that I'm able to get pictures out more often. It also helps me make sure that I can get pictures out more often, especially since I'm going to be posting on my Instagram daily. And if you want to see how today's pictures came out, they're in the link in the description. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye-bye!